The topic of conversation today across the Piedmont. Had heavy rain and damaging winds earlier this morning, some thunder and lightning, and now we're getting winter weather here in the Piedmont. Temperatures right now hovering right around the freezing mark. Danville at 33, 32 in the Triad, above freezing towards Raleigh and down to Charlotte. But look over at Boone, snow on the ground there, and it's still snowing a bit with snow showers at 28. 32 the temperature over at Asheville. Now our low pressure area that has been strengthening through the morning, earlier this morning about 2 o'clock it was located near Atlanta, Georgia. Now it is off the coast of North Carolina. This thing has been moving through and getting stronger by the minute, but it's moved through very quickly. And now we're getting some of that wraparound moisture as colder air really starts to filter into the region. And we're seeing really mainly snow across the area there. Some of our southern areas may be a mixed bag of wintry precipitation, but here in the immediate Triad and especially up on into Virginia, it is just mainly wet snow. Now, with the low pressure rapidly moving away, the back edge of the precipitation is moving into Wilkes County. Now, we've still got a few more hours of snow here in the Piedmont. I think by around 1 or 2 o'clock, most of this will be moving on down into eastern North Carolina. So we still have the opportunity for at least a bit more accumulation across the area, but our trace to 1 inch looks like it's going to verify for this particular system. Now, with showers and storms earlier this morning and heavy downpours, these are the maximum wind gusts for today, and we've had numerous power outages and trees down across the area. 47 mile per hour wind gust at PTI, a near 50 mile per hour wind gust earlier this morning in Burlington, and a 48 mile per hour wind gust in Winston-Salem. Now, we continue with the wind advisory for our part of the Piedmont on through the afternoon, but I think the 50 mile per hour winds are pretty much over with, but we still couldn't rule out maybe a 35 to near 40 mile per hour wind gust through the afternoon as that strong low pressure moves away. Most recent wind gusts are a little tamer than what we had to deal with earlier this morning. 25 mile per hour wind gust in Greensboro and Asheboro, 28 mile per hour wind gust over at Burlington. Some areas recently not even reporting a wind gust, and then you go up over the higher terrain of the Blue Ridge where we're seeing some wind gust around 30, 32 miles per hour. Incredible rainfall amounts. I would call this a drought buster. You know, we've been in a drought, and boy, has this really helped out. Some of the rain heavy enough that it's been, kind of running off, but nevertheless, rainfall totals over 2 inches in many locations. Over 2.5 inches in Burlington, 2.16 in Greensboro, about 1.25 inches in Reedsville, over 1.5 inches in Winston-Salem. Some lesser amounts out over the mountains and foothills before it changed over to snow there. So the rain over with, and now we're just looking at that accumulation of snow. And I think our forecast is really pretty much on target. We talked about earlier how we would see a trace, maybe a few spots upwards of 1 inch of snow. That's going to likely verify before it tapers off early afternoon. And some of our areas along the Virginia border and on up into southern Virginia, racking up as much as 1 to 2 inches of snow. Now that low pressure zipping through the area quickly, already moved offshore, and it will move away quickly. Again, I think the precipitation should be out around 1 or 2 o'clock. Then we'll start to see a little sunshine peek through, but the circulation around this intense area of low pressure will continue to give us the rather windy conditions, but we will see some clearing as we head through the afternoon. High pressure will continue to build over the region. It'll be a clear and cold night with diminishing winds. Look for lows to dip into the lower 20s. Tomorrow, a chilly day, but we'll see plenty of sunshine. The high pressure will be right over eastern Virginia, although we could see a little bit of wind. Again, strong winds are pretty much over with after today. Let's check it out in a forecast for you. For the rest of today, rain and snow through early afternoon, and then it'll gradually taper off. We'll be on the lookout for some clearing during the afternoon, but it'll remain a bit windy. Winds may gust about 35, 40 miles per hour. Now we're in the low 30s now. We get a little sunshine. We could wiggle our way up into the upper 30s to near 40 during the afternoon, and then clear and very cold tonight as lows will drop into the lower 20s. Looking ahead in the Triad 7-day forecast tomorrow, a nice sunny day for the Piedmont. Morning low 23, the high 45. We recover a little bit in the temperature department Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be up near 50 on Wednesday with increasing clouds. We'll bring in a small rain chance late Thursday night with a high of 52. And look at this. We're likely going to have another blast of quite cold air moving into the Piedmont for Friday and Saturday, with highs in the low and mid 40s and dropping back into those low and mid 20s by Saturday morning. Stay with us throughout the day. We'll continue to keep you updated on this first in our little winter weather event here in our part of the Piedmont. We'll have a complete update on news and, of course, the weather coming up on WFMY News 2 at noon. Have a great day and be safe.